We thought it was a baby coyote, but the truth changed our lives forever. I was spending the weekend at my sister's house when my neighbor sent me a text that stopped me cold. He said there had been some kind of animal in my backyard since Friday, howling nonstop. By Sunday evening, I rushed home not knowing what I was about to find. The moment I stepped into the yard, I saw a small trembling shape tucked into the far corner. At first, I thought it was just a lost puppy, but something about him seemed different.
It's okay.
When my family came outside to look, everyone froze. His pointed face, his oversized ears, the way he moved it all looked exactly like a baby coyote. We stood there staring, then immediately started pulling up pictures online. The resemblance was uncanny. For a moment, we honestly thought we had a wild animal trapped in our backyard. But whether he was a coyote or not, one thing was clear. He was terrified, exhausted, and all alone. The sky had turned dark, and thunder rumbled in the distance. A storm was moving in fast, and we knew we didn't have much time. The little creature backed himself farther into the corner, his tiny chest rising and falling so fast it broke my heart. He looked like pure fear. We couldn't just leave him there to face the storm by himself. That's when my sister did something incredibly brave. She grabbed a blanket, waited for the right moment, and gently tossed it over him. Before he could react, she scooped him up and carried him straight into the kennel we had ready inside. He didn't fight, he just shook. He was so scared, so confused, like he'd never been touched by kindness before.
Where is your family?
He was so scared and just like all around seemed confused. Once he was inside, we opened the kennel door and gave him space. He wouldn't come out, he just sat there, frozen, watching us with wide, uncertain eyes. But after a while, he started to soften. He tilted his head when we talked to him. Then he gave a tiny, playful bounce, like he wanted to trust us but didn't quite know how. That was the first moment I thought, maybe you're not wild at all. Maybe you're just a baby who's been lost for far too long.
Oh my goodness.
The next morning, I took him to the vet. I don't think I breathed the whole drive there. When the vet smiled and said, "He's definitely not a coyote, he's a dog," I nearly laughed with relief. Somehow, hearing those words changed everything. On the drive home, he curled up beside me like he already knew he was safe. From that moment on, he followed me everywhere, room to room, step for step. It was like he decided I was his person.
I think he's imprinting on me. He's following me around. Do you think I'm your mom? I might be your new mom.
Still, I tried not to get attached. Surely someone had to be missing him. We posted online, made flyers, called shelters, checked every possible lead. For weeks, we searched for his owner, but no one ever came forward. As the days passed, he stopped acting like a visitor and started acting like he belonged here.
Wow.
That was complicated because earlier that year, we had lost our dog, Leroy. Losing him shattered us. We had promised ourselves we weren't ready for another dog. The grief was still too fresh. But this little guy had some of Leroy's same mannerisms, the way he tilted his head, the way he rested his chin on my knee, the way he looked at me like he understood everything I was feeling. Sometimes it honestly felt like Leroy had somehow sent him to us.
Are you still sleeping? Are you still sleeping? Oh my goodness. You've been sleeping all day.
To this day, I still wonder where he came from or why he chose our backyard. Maybe it was chance, maybe it was something more. All I know is this: he came into our lives exactly when we needed him most. He reminded us that love doesn't replace what we've lost, it makes room beside it, and now, every time he curls up next to me, I smile and think maybe the universe knew our hearts were ready before we did. Sometimes life sends us exactly what we need when we least expect it. That tiny scared puppy didn't just find shelter in our backyard that night. He found a family, and somehow he helped heal a part of our hearts we thought would stay broken forever. If this story touched you, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who believes in second chances. You never know when one small act of kindness might change a life forever for them and for you too.